All right, guys, we're live. Thank you all for coming in. Man, I popped on the chat myself and saw a ton of people already. So, man, it is awesome to be here celebrating today. 1K. Made it. So, happy to be here hanging out with you guys, friends, and reselling family. Wendy in the house. Thank you for coming in. Johnny, Cajun Roots reseller. Obviously, man, we thank you for being here. Johnny's been a long-time supporter of the channel. Man, one of my early supporters. So thanks for coming in. Louie, Lone Star Picker, my listing buddy who's always hanging out with me on those long listing days. Man, thanks for coming in. For sure. An hour to let us win a jacket, bro. Hey, man, it's one of those things. So Wendy's obviously dropped some stuff in the chat about some home runs she hit today. I know she sent me some messages through the day talking about how good it was out yard sale, and had a little success myself. Not tremendous, but okay, pretty decent day. We got about 19 in the chat. Guys, if you're seeing this banner down below, make sure don't enter your answer yet. I'm going to type it in the chat when it's time to do so. Also, make sure you're on live chat before that happens. I'll remind you again as we get going. I want to continue to say what's up to some people in the chat. Sir Knox Connection, man. Tank, thanks for being here, dude. I know you've been a long-time supporter of the channel as well and have helped me out a ton on the hat game. So, man, I thank you so much for being here. Joe Deals, man, appreciate you coming on the show last night and hanging out with us. Always a big deal there. Joe, actually, you put in the chat something that I was going to touch on myself. Man, I would love to see Sam hit that 1K here shortly as well. So if you are not subscribed to Sam the Dapper Tiger, make sure and do so. With that, I'm without Sam right now and as my sidekick, so I'm having to handle things myself. Not quite as good as that as what Sam is. Nikki T, thanks for coming in. Appreciate you being here. Tim, Glock 30, man, thanks for being in. And let's see if I've missed some people. I know I have. Chris, OSP, man, appreciate you coming in as well. It's wild to see some of these guys who have recently hit the 1K, and I've watched hit the 1K. Razilla Review, man, I appreciate you jumping on the board with the channel the past couple weeks. Been awesome having you here. Thanks for coming in. Nate, every day I'm hustling. Nate's one of those guys who gave us a shout out early on. And, man, I appreciate you guys, Nate and Anthony, back in the e-com and beyond days. Thank you guys for being here. Let's see who else we got in here. SSK Promo. Man, I always call you Mr. Bill, but I know that's not your name. And I think Sam said that last night, but I didn't. Tim, how far we are along in the hours? I'm about 700 hours away. I am going to be doing a listing challenge on Tuesday. So I will be live listing most of the day. If you guys want to come and hang out, that'd be awesome. If you want to play videos or do like you've been doing, we've been chipping away at that. So we're getting there. Hey, Miss Annie, thank you for being here. Annie actually won one of my early giveaways back on April 17th. I hit my 100th subscriber giveaway is what I did actually on the 10th. That's when we did that giveaway, April 10th. So, Miss Annie, we've come a long way since April 10th, and it's only thanks to you guys that are hanging out here. Lynn Landers, thanks for being here. Appreciate it. Tim, over the years, man, Tim has been a big-time supporter of me and the channel. He, man, it's helped us out so much. Tim was actually, and I was going to get to the fact with the Reseller Roundtable, we talked a little bit about it last night. Tim was one of those early guys. He was, in fact, our first guest on that show, and he opened my eyes to vintage glass. He really made me stand up and look and say, wow, man, this stuff is a lot more than what I thought it was. And I've reached out to him on numerous occasions. He's always been helpful to me with that. So I appreciate it. I know I'm so far behind in the chat. Pat Simpson, thanks for being here. I appreciate you coming in. Tommy Bernard, thank you for always coming in and supporting the channel. I know Tommy is one of the kings of the YouTube talk show circuit, and I've watched him when I'm able to stay up late enough to see him sometimes. But I'm an early riser and early to bed guy. So Steve-O is one of the first guys to pop in one of my lives and actually get on with me. I'm sure he felt sorry for me sitting in there talking to myself. So it was a pleasure having you support all over this whole time. Yep, SSK, I appreciate that, man. I appreciate you being in here. Let's see who I've missed. Bill Stoner, man, thanks for being here. Appreciate your support in the channel. Let's see. Steve has been watching on Facebook also. That's cool. Yeah, I just started doing the Facebook recently. OSP said his phone cut off for a minute. Richard, man, thanks for being here. Mr. Ford Pinto, appreciate it. That's awesome. Lynn, thanks for the compliment that you have learned a lot. Let's see who else we got. Joe, thanks for coming in. Philly Picker, man. Appreciate it. Just here to celebrate me on the 2K. Not quite there yet. And I can't even win at 2K, the video game. So that's one of those things. Yakov, just made it. Had no idea what the word is, but I made it. Hey, don't worry, man. We haven't asked for the word yet, so you're okay. In fact, you guys just coming in, do not say that until we get to that point. Because I don't want anybody to leap out early and kind of get the DQ. Treasure Hustlers, thank you for being here. Cernak multitasking and watching some football games. I was just talking about I'm a Miami Hurricanes fan. I have been for a long time, even back in the day when they're paying all those guys. But I haven't watched college football in a minute because I had to work on Saturdays for a long time. But these guys are about to get me back into it for sure. Miss Danica, thank you for coming in, man. She, what a joy Danica is to the YouTube community and brings some, man. They are funny. If you guys have not seen that skit show they do, that's pretty hilarious. Danica definitely has a great sense of humor. Omar, East Coast Flipper, man, thank you for coming on in, bro. Omar is one of our guests from Reseller Roundtable. Got the pleasure of meeting him there. And, man, for a young dude, he is full of reselling knowledge for sure. So we appreciate you being here, Omar. Let's see. Who am I missing? I know I'm so far back in the chat. You guys, all the traditional hellos to each other. So that takes a while. Let's see. Never get close to the required hours anymore. Yeah, I'm not sure what – are you talking about YouTube watch hours there, Bill? Let's see. Uncle B, man, thanks for coming in. Jimmy, appreciate you being here. Jimmy's also been a supporter of the channel for a while. Jimmy comes and hangs out with me on some of those listing days as well. He was with me last week. You guys that are just dropping in the chat, like I said, Tuesday I'll be back on the listing grind. I've got a bunch of more of those parts I've got to get through before I go to 411 and buy more stuff like we tend to do. Rummage for Riches, thanks for being here. Don't get to watch that often, but I'm always watching the newer YouTube resellers. Yeah, appreciate you, man. Appreciate you coming in and watching. Been hoarding all day. Sean, thanks for coming in, man. Sean, fellow Tar Heel. Appreciate you for being here watching, hanging out. Louise, thank you for being here, man. Cali Reseller, appreciate it. Tracy, thanks for coming in. Another one of those YouTube talking heads like myself sometimes who does a lot of – I caught a bit of y'all's show the other day. Thank you for coming in and supporting. Appreciate it. Drifter Thrifters, man, Aussie reseller. Thank you for being here, bro. Never Ending Saga. Thanks for coming in. I appreciate it for sure. Man, what a day. Barbara Rife, hello from West Virginia. Thanks for coming in. I appreciate you coming and hanging out with us today. Blackberry Thistle Tea. Don't want to forget anybody. I appreciate you coming in. Miss Shirley Kind, thank you for being here. As always, we appreciate all the guys that come. I was joking with Colton earlier. He stopped by to say Roll Tide. I said, man, I've got one of them Auburn jackets, got your name on it. He said, I might have to burn that thing, but I actually put it up there hanging behind the, behind the Charlotte Hornets one. Just for you, Colton. Thanks for coming on. Thrifty Santa, another Tar Heel here with me today. Carolina, thank you for coming in. Let me see who else we got that I missed. Come on down the chat. Get there. Prison of Prophets, man. It was nice meeting you yesterday. Yep, and another fellow Tar Heel with me. Appreciate you guys for coming in and supporting. Let's see. Who else we got? You said Miami for football. So that's not actually Drifter Thrifters. This hat is a UMO. That is actually where my daughter went to school at. So I wear that. She played sports for college there. She played volleyball. So UMO, University of Mount Olive Trojans. And it's funny, if you ever had Mount Olive pickles, that's where they're made there. So just a little useless knowledge for you guys. But UMO, if you ever go there, you can actually tour the pickle factory. And it's pretty interesting. Heidi, thank you for coming in. Hot Flip Heidi. Miss Jennifer Hayes. Man, Jennifer Hayes, what can you say? The best mod that any of us could ever have. When I first started my YouTube channel, she was one of the early watchers. And everybody said, man, if you want a great mod for your channel, Jennifer Hayes is where it's at. Always quick on the dropping the links and taking care of a lot of us I see in this chat. And Miss Jennifer Hayes needs some people to get on board watching her channel as well, trying to push those hours up. Well, guys, I think I've hit everybody that was in the chat. I do want to take a few minutes. Andy Someta, did I miss you, bro? I saw at Andy Someta. So I'm sure you've popped in somewhere, and I just have missed it in the scroll. It's tough to keep up with the chat by yourself. So used to Sam kind of holding my hand with that, and he has always been a great supporter. So I did want to give some thanks to some people. We are going to get to the contest. I'm not going to hold you here forever. Although I do enjoy hanging out with you guys, I thank you for allowing me to be a part of this community and supporting me by watching and hanging out and honestly giving me advice sometimes and things that I need, sometimes whether I ask for it or not. I get it. And sometimes I go and watch other people and learn things that maybe I've been doing wrong. So thank you for that. So for me, I just wanted to talk to you a little bit about reselling my journey and getting to this point. April 10th, I celebrated my 100th sub. I basically had started YouTube almost a year ago, but didn't get to it till just recently as far as getting on the grind, actually putting out content, being more consistent with it, and have had highs and lows. But, man, I do think what in the world? Think you're out when I mentioned about selling my wife's recipe to CDC for $1 so they can find the antidote. Okay. I do want to mention about some people we want to thank. Obviously, there's some people early on that helped me out. I've mentioned a few of them in the chat. Like I said, Johnny, Cajun Roots Reseller, he was one of my early guys that he actually, I think, was one of the first guys that kind of gave me a little shout out in his channel. Helped me push up a little bit in some subs. I began to chat probably in Victoria's chat in the morning was probably the first place I ever said a word as OBX Picker and kind of popped in and then just kind of got to know the community. I've mentioned Tim. He was one of our first guests. and in the reseller roundtable, myself, Jacob, Bargain Thrifts, and Sam, the Dapper Tiger, man, the three of us kind of got together at about the 200 sub mark, maybe for me and Sam, and decided to do reseller roundtable and try to bring some value to our community, even though we are somewhat beginner resellers. At the time we were very green. I've done business, like I've owned my own business. I've worked for myself. I've done a lot of those type of things. So for me, it's another business. Obviously you have to learn some ins and outs, but man, for me, I learned a ton from YouTube. So I got the idea of doing YouTube, honestly, because twofold. One, I say, man, I could probably share my journey and maybe teach a little bit of stuff of things I learned along the way, both good and bad. And secondly, truthfully, I watched some other resellers and I was like, man, if that's all there is to it is just to put out videos like this, I can do that. I can do the same thing and maybe pick up some viewer sales. That was my initial thought. Actually haven't had a ton of viewer sales, but man, I've got to know some great people. And that's, even though I'm here celebrating my 1K today, I've been right there with a bunch of people prior to me celebrating 1K. And like I've said to other people too, is, man, just because 1K is a stepping stone. When you're first getting started with this thing, 1K seems like it's forever away. And it seemed like it was forever away for me even last week. Like some of you guys may get discouraged by the subs up and down, right? For me last week, I hit 970 4 times the same week because I got scrubbed a bunch by YouTube. I had, people that come in and sub. I don't know if they just never watch or whatever happens. I have bots all the time, just like the rest of y'all, trying to drop video links, or like I had someone with the same picture with 4 different accounts apparently that was dropping some kind of crazy stuff, and they were in and out. So there's some things to look at when you look at YouTube. There's highs and lows, just like in reselling. The two, I think, work though kind of hand in hand. A lot of the stuff with reselling is if you're consistent, if you put in work, if you put in time, then you can get there. And I think YouTube works the same way. If you're consistent and you put in work and you try to get better every day, and it eventually starts to come together. I'm not there yet. I don't claim to be arrived as far as YouTube. I'm still a baby when it comes to my knowledge of YouTube, but I'm striving to do better, striving to put out better content. I did want to take a moment and thank Shasha. Man, Shasha has been helping me tremendously over the past couple of weeks with my watch time. Just basically let me play it loop in her house. I'm sure her whole family's like, who is this guy? Why does he keep talking all day and night? But I do thank you for being here, Shasha, and thank you for all your support. For me, I look at this thing though as YouTube, and I look at you guys within the community as, my family that I can talk to about YouTube and about reselling and about, even other things in life. I've had the fortunate privilege to meet some guys in life. Reverend Nikki T, I've got to spend time with them face to face. Colton and Courtney, we've got to spend time face to face. OSP Chris, we've got to spend time face to face. Man, and what a pleasure to meet guys face to face, and they were exactly the same they are on YouTube. It was awesome. So for me, I was so excited to do that, even though the garage sailing that we did wasn't the greatest. I'm sure all those would attest to the same thing. It was good, but it weren't great. But it was nice to hang out and talk with those guys about reselling and about life and about other things, going on, and just hang out and have a good time. For me, I do those listing days and I see a ton of you guys pop in, and there's some guys who come on live that spend some time with me doing that. And man, dude, I really feel like I'm hanging out with my friends and family. I feel like it's people, and we get on there and we talk some reselling and we talk some sports and we talk some other stuff about life. And it's a great time for me. So YouTube is one of those things I look at like that. I look at that you guys are a part of who I am in the community. And honestly, man, when I send text to people or I drop an Instagram post or a video about some cool stuff I find, man, I see people that I'm like, man, they're geeked. Like they're like me when I see a cool thing, when I see a cool find, when people send me a picture or whatever of something they found. I was like, man, I'm excited for you guys when that happens. I'm excited the guys that have hit the 1K. I'm excited when people get monetized. Like for me, it's great to see that stuff. And then, like when you run across guys that you meet that are so passionate about what they do. Tank's in the chat. He's one of those guys, man. I get excited hanging around Tank, dude, because when you show him hats like this right here, one of the hats that we're going to be giving away tonight, this Briggs & Stratton corduroy K product that I would have known nothing about until I met Tank. And I show him that, dude, and his eyes light up. Man, that's a good, awesome thing. It gets me excited, right? So for me, being here tonight and getting to spend this live show, this time with you guys and getting to celebrate my 1K, obviously I know a lot of you are here and you're geeked up about some of the stuff I'm giving away, but I have a feeling a lot of you are here just like the way I am, because when someone reaches a point that you see they've been working for, you want to celebrate with them. And that's what we're here today, is we're celebrating my 1K. But man, I'm looking forward to celebrating 1K for a lot of other guys that I've seen along the way, one of which is Sam. Now, Sam being a new father and having other responsibilities, I didn't know whether he'd even make it in tonight, but I can tell you something about Sam that was pretty cool. Is Sam, man, when they gave birth to their child, he wanted to get on and celebrate with the YouTube community, the reselling community, because, it is become a family with us. And now I know that there's drama that happens. I know there's things that happen along the way, and we can do that. We can go through drama and still come out the other side. And you do learn there are some people that have wrong intentions. There are some people that rub you the wrong way, but that happens in life each and every day. I just try to stay positive and move forward and celebrate with other people, and continue to just kind of push that stuff aside and move forward. But so guys, we do want to take this time to celebrate that. Man, I have some awesome giveaways. I did kind of want to run through just a quick list of other people I wanted to thank. I do want to thank Kat, the nurse flipper. Man, she's messaged me early on and kind of talked me through some things. All the people we've had as guests on our show along the way, there's actually I was looking today. We've actually had 28 different people on our show, done 24 episodes as of this past Friday night. So, man, there's a lot of people in that helped me along the way. Jeremy and George, what the hells, man, they've gave me some advice as far as YouTube behind the scenes. I do thank those guys. Like I've already mentioned, Colton and Courtney and Rev Nikki T and Chris, the guys I met in person. Other people that have came on the show that really, I was like, why would you come to this little channel, Reyes, the entrepreneur? Man, just different people that I could thank. All you guys that have been coming on the Reseller Rapid Fire, we've been trying to get as many people as we can on that, just to give you guys a chance to hang out with us and us hang out with you. All the guys that have come on my listing lives when I drop the links on that. But what we're going to do is I'm going to give away this stuff, and then I'm going to open up the chat if anybody wants to pop in, hang out for a few minutes, and we'll go from there. I saw somebody drop in the chat earlier about how many hours I am going in today. I think I'm around 700 hours. Now, YouTube's obviously behind a little bit, so it's one of those things. But before we give the prize away, here's what I want to give you some stuff, some rules. Rules. The reason I did this giveaway the way I did is a few different reasons. One, I'm always like, when you see somebody celebrating their 1K, you see somebody pop in their chat and win that thing who isn't even there. Like they may have not been there. I watch a lot of the people that have given away 1K, and I watch their channel. I've never seen them. I've never seen them in the chats. They may have dropped in at some point. So what I did is, for me, I was like, man, I want to celebrate this 1K, and I want to give away some really cool stuff to people do support me and people that I support, right? So that's the reason I did it the way I did. I wanted people to be here. I wanted people to be people that are affiliated with the channel in some form or another. So for me, that's the thing that I was like, man, I want to celebrate with you guys and I want to give away some cool stuff. So what I've done is I created that game to where I dropped 7 letters this week. They were all random, and I'll just tell you, most of you guys probably know I wheel and fortune you right out of the gate and kind of gave you very common letters to make you stay engaged in that thing. And I've had people messaging me, hey, I know it. I've had other people message me, I thought I knew it. Now I don't know it. I've had all kinds of stuff. I will tell you, I've not given this answer away to even my wife in this house. The only person I have given the answer to was today, my friend Ken, who is the EMS guy, Island Homesteader that I've had on the channel. He is working EMS tonight, so he's on watch. He's not going to be in the contest. He's not going to be a part of it. And I told him, I said, look, for accountability, I'm going to tell you what this word is. So I did that. So what the deal is, the word scrambled, the 7 videos that I dropped the clues in, we're going to do it. We're going to put those 7 letters together, and those 7 letters spell out a 7-letter word, has to do with reselling. I gave you all the hints in the thing. Make sure you are in live chat. Here's how it's going to go down. First of all, make sure you're in live chat. My chat is going to be the one that counts. Everybody else says, I'm sorry. Sometimes it does bump you up or down regardless. If you ever go in What the Hales auction, you see how they're working with that stuff. Is, that's what it's going to be. Cat's Meow, you are welcome to be a part. You're here. You're hanging out. You're a part of this. Rebel Junk Aaron, thank you for coming in. I saw that she'd asked the question. Yeah, feel free. If you're here and you're watching this thing and you've been following me for 6 days, that's great. I'm just talking about like bots that drop in and try to win the stuff. So I'm not excluding you in that. If you're here and you've only been here a short time, that's great. If you've been here for a long time, that's great. But you're here, and that's the big part. So for me, here's the rules. The first person to guess correct in the chat, after I type in the chat, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to type in your guess now. Once that drops in the chat, and you guys, the first person to get the answer correct in chat will win your choice of one of those starter jackets that I've showed it in a couple of my videos. I only have 2 in here with me tonight. One is the Charlotte Hornets jacket. Both these are vintage Charlotte Hornets jackets. They are brand new. Most of them still have the tags on them. Some of them, the tag has actually came off of them because they are old, like 90s. And the rest of them is that. So that's number 1. If you're the first person to drop in chat, you have your choice of that. The next person, who is number 2, the first person to drop in the second person to drop that correct answer in the chat gets the Briggs & Stratton K Products hat with the rope and the corduroy, and Tank right now I'm sure is drooling. One of those great hats. Number 3, the consolation prize, I would say, is some OBX memorabilia. I got some stickers that I'll be going out to you, and honestly, I'm going to put some seashells in there. And all of you guys who win prizes, I'm going to send some of that stuff off with that as well. But I just wanted to give back to the community. I will tell you this about prizes. Man, if you win, then that's the thing. But if you type in before I say type in your guess now, you're not going to do it. You're not going to win. Sorry. That's what I was explaining the rules, and it's right there on the screen. So guys, when we look at this thing, we're going to drop that in the chat. Go ahead and do it. These prizes are great prizes. You can resell them, you can keep them, you can give them away, whatever you do. Here we go. So when you see it in the chat, type in your guess now. Okay, here's what it looks like. Looks like, stand by. Here we go. Type in your guess now. I have in first place Vintage coming in from Thrifty Santa. Thrifty Santa. That's who I have in mind, guys. I don't know where you're at in yours. A lot of times it'll push your comment to the top. So Thrifty Santa, here's what I need you to do. If you won, I need you to reach out to me either on email or Instagram. DM me your address and I'll get all that information from you, and that will be going out on Monday. What I need you to do is go back and watch those videos, decide which jacket you want, and I will be sending that thing out to you on Monday unless I don't hear from you prior to then. So Thrifted Santa is number one prize. The second prize is bargain resale. Bargain resale. You win the Briggs & Stratton hat. Sean, if you will send me your address again, I may have it because I know you've bought something from me, but just send it to me again. Reach out to me on Instagram. You can also reach out to me on Facebook. And number three, third prize is Treasure Hustlers. Treasure Hustlers. Thank you for being here. It is vintage. So we're going to send you some seashells and stickers and all that fun stuff from out here in the OBX. You can reach out to me on Instagram or Facebook. Guys, I do thank all of you guys for participating. I know that someone jumped the gun a little bit, but that's one of those things. You thought it was tape gun for the first couple of videos. The chat is messed up. I will tell you the chat, the way it works is it may pop yours ahead. You're on top chat. That's what I was saying. Make sure you're on live chat. Guys, I'm sorry if you didn't win. I still appreciate you for being here. And honestly, I will tell you this. You guys that are in chat, you heard it from me. If you're interested in one of those jackets, I will give you a good deal on one, even cheaper than what I'll resell it for sure. Just reach out to me. Let me know if you're interested in one of those things, because I know some of you guys were interested in some of those jackets. So I want to make that available to you if you want to. Bring them in. Yeah, that's the way it works in your own chat. But like I said, mine is the one that shows it. I can actually screenshot it if you guys, but like I said, that's where we're at. I have Thrifty Santa, Bargain Resale, Treasure Hustlers. So thank you guys for being here doing that. What I'm going to do now is go ahead and drop in the chat if anybody wants to pop in and talk for a second. We do congratulate all you guys that won. Please reach out and make sure that doesn't pass by. I thought everybody got a trophy. Ain't that how things work today, Tracy? Is we all get a trophy? Participation. You get the trophy of participation, I guess. Like I said, we do appreciate you guys. If you already know which one you want or anything like that, they're thrifty, let me know. I will tell you all the jackets are XL, so if you can't wear XL, then sorry. You can probably sell that thing for good money though. I know that for a fact because I've sold a couple in the past, not these ones that I have now because they're brand new. But I do thank you guys for coming in. Yeah. Tank, man, they definitely are one of those dream finds. If they were a double XL, I would definitely be keeping one for sure. And maybe, I really enjoyed doing this contest the way I did. I think it was fun. I might do it again on a future episode and maybe just do something fun. I don't know that I'll give away that kind of value, but I did want to celebrate with you guys. I did want to just let you know that I appreciate you. So definitely gave. Thrifty said the XL is way too small. I feel you, bro. Dude, you can feel free to sell it. Feel free to make some money on that rig. whatever you want to do is up to you. So, like I said, reach out to me. You guys who won, I'll send that back to you. Sean is already sending me his information right now. So I do appreciate y'all. Like I said, anybody that wants to drop in, you can do so. I'm not going to keep you on super late. I know that hopefully everybody's had a good day of yard selling, if that's what you do on Saturday. If not, then if anybody has any questions for me in the chat too, feel free to do so. Drop them in, and I will do that. Cernock said that my Canes are winning right now. That's pretty cool. Any day that they beat Florida State is a good day. That's our rivalry for sure. Let's see. This one of the fierce giveaway. Yeah, Shirley, I was trying to do it in a way that people would be everybody have a chance and everybody can have some fun, enjoy it. I'm eating and beard isn't ready. Let's see. Yeah, Steve-O, man, you're the work grinding it out for sure. Yeah, Cajun is close. He is behind me at 6:14. I know the watch hours, man. You got to be grinding that thing out. Subscriber 82. Yeah, that's awesome, man. Like I said, I do appreciate you being one of those early guys for sure. Sean only needs 34 for 100. At 100, he can go live. Sean, I think you got a ranch, don't you? You got some ranch. If so, man, feel free to drop in the chat your link. Any of you guys that are in here, if you want to do that, you're welcome to do so. There you go. Let's see if anybody else has anything. Kevin was in. That's Kevin is SSK's name, right, guys? Yeah. Vintage glass. Lynn, you know about vintage glass as well? Awesome. I learned by way of yeah, I learned by way of Tim, to be honest. Hey, let me ask you guys that do this all the time. Man, I try to click on people and give them wrenches, and I can't do it that way. I have to go in the backside and do it all funky. Is that normal? I don't know. Give them wrenches. Hey! Mildred.
My balloon's going to be deflated already.
Oh, Ken is SSK. Man, I was trying to think of that. I heard Sam say it, and then I blew it. Oh, my gosh. Is that going to blow up right now?
Congratulations. I just want to say congratulations. I'm so proud of you and all your hard work. And I think you'll have that 700 done by the morning. What do you think?
Hopefully.
I bet you do. I think that what you've done with this contest has just been so smart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Trying to be creative.
Yeah. Did you come up with that on your own?
Well, I bounced it off some people, just about what I was thinking. Just a way to do it. Like, and I was trying to the thing I was trying to figure out at the end is how to pick it. And really the way I did it is about the only way to do it. The only problem with doing it that way is you guys all know, like the chat always shows you an order of your chat. So
us people with the slow internet, we never get to win.
you got to have a little premonition ahead of time.
All right. Well, you have an awesome night, Eric, and thanks for all the encouragement you give everybody, and also the inspiration. That's the word I was looking for.
There you go. What is that rig? An avocado man? Guac out. Instead of rock out, guac out. That's awesome. That is awesome. Danica, thank you for coming in. Danica always brings me a joy when she comes in. Louis said that he's going to be doing a new program that Luis and him are doing on Monday, be on eBay Addicts on Sunday. So go check out Louis. Appreciate it. Yeah, I'm having a problem with the rent stuff. Yes, Bob, you did miss it, but nobody took your Sensi jacket. Vegas CenturyLink is slower than concrete. I feel you, man. Mine gets like that as well. You guys saw last night on our live, I was having a struggle. Hopefully it's all coming in this time. But, man, I do appreciate you guys hanging out for sure. Like I said, anybody else is welcome to pop in. We can pretty much talk about anything. Howdy from Bluegrass. Got here late, Stephen Perry. Thank you for coming in. Girl Hustle, congratulations to all who won. Make mods for your phone. I don't know how that works. Let me see here. I think I got Thrifty's information. Well, I got his follow request anyway. Yeah, Thrifty, thanks. Yeah, see, when I click the three dots, it says put user in timeout or block user. I don't know why, if that's something recently that's happened. I have to go over, physically put them in on the settings, which is kind of a pain in the butt to do. Let's see. Yep, Prison to Profits. Jennifer, thank you for taking care of these guys. Always a pleasure having you in the chat and taking care of these things. Steve says he needs 3K more watch time hours. Yeah, man, the watch time thing is tough. If I didn't do as many lives as I did, I would be in trouble for sure. So thanks for coming in, bro.
You wanted to say congratulations again. I mean,
yeah,
it's
awesome, man. I've enjoyed it this week. It's been fun.
Yeah, I could see you worked your butt off, and I know you got stuff behind the scenes that people don't know. I mean, like you've told me in private, and you're always working really hard. And I mean, I just wanted to say, I know a lot of people do notice it, but I've observed it. I see what you've done like the last few months. And really, I mean, it sounds kind of like, like, oh, you heard it before, but, thanks for carrying us through this pandemic. It's like with your show and the stuff that you do with Sam and, the other guys, but like just being a stand-up guy, and showing everybody, if you want to do this, this is how you do it. You and I think what Danica said, you are an inspiration. Like you really, I don't see you cutting corners. You tell it like it is, you do it like it is. So I just wanted to say thanks. I really
appreciate you, Louis. I appreciate you saying those kind things. Obviously, I'm not perfect by any means, but man, you go to work every day.
It's just about trying hard
and every day.
Yeah, well, I was going to say you work every day. I know you do. Yeah.
Yeah. It's one of those things.
That's good.
Yep. I definitely appreciate you, man. I appreciate you hanging out with me on days, popping in.
Dude, you motivate. You got me on so many draft modes. It's so funny. Like I'll come off like, hey, I got 40 drafts, and I can just take pictures. Yeah. I mean, I can't use my phone to do that. Well, I have another method, but that's kind of an excuse. I have a phone that's not hooked up to a like Sprint or whatever team, but I can use it still. But the long story short, you're like, you've brought the game up a lot for a lot of people. I think if they pay attention and listen, and like seeing how you like really, you're one of the reason I followed you personally for me is like, I see you contemplate things, you think things through, like this game. I thought that was perfect. You gave everybody a chance, and I think who won tonight perfectly deserved it. You want to hear the funny thing is, if you go back and read the comments, I was writing you something like, do the shells first. I thought you were gonna like do it and then say it. I didn't know you were gonna do it. And, like all three were done. And as I was writing something, I'm like, oh crap, he put it in there. And I was actually the fourth one. I was the fourth one. So if I didn't like my comment, I would have like, but I'm glad I didn't win. Those are folks that come to the lives all the time. We see that don't even really get acknowledged by some of the other people that are doing content and stuff. Those are like, everybody here supports each other, but like you see a lot of people like,
it's not rigged. Those are Carolina boys, the first two, but it's not rigged. I promise you. Like I wouldn't do that to you. Sean actually talks to me, man. He's asked for a lot of advice along the way, and he's been here supporting. Actually, Sean was one of my first mods. Like I had Jennifer and Nanotink and some of these other people, but Sean was one of the first guys that he's like, hey, I'll jump on there and help. Sean? Yeah. So,
wow.
He's been there a long time too. So it's kind of cool to see that.
Because like I'm sort of like, I still consider myself a newbie, although everybody's like, God, you're everywhere. And I'm like, no, I just enjoy meeting you guys. And I actually do like picking people's brains and asking questions. And I listen a lot. Like, I listen more than people give me credit, because I'll come back and say something. They go, when did I say that? This day, there, and I remember on that channel, and it's like, you guys, everybody contributes so much. And like Jennifer, she's like the quiet, silent one. I'm glad you said something like, get her some watch hours and stuff. Everybody can help in different ways,
Yeah, Jennifer, man, she deserves it above most of us, man. She has put so much work into YouTube, and like I've watched, she knows her stuff when it comes to jewelry and stuff too, guys. If you get on there, or if you have questions about jewelry, I'm sure that she is like, and
not as like a, this is my inside joke, but it's like, it's not a Catholic guilt thing, but she probably got you at least 250 of those subscribers.
Probably. There's no doubt. Because she's dropping links for people right now in the chat. Jennifer, we do appreciate you so much. I do personally. Like,
word of mouth. I know there's a lot of folks in this live that when I talk to them in private, they'll mention you, they'll mention other people. And the great thing about that is like, well, I don't remember that person. Oh, I haven't watched them in a while. Let me go back and give them some watch hours, Yeah. And it's just like, that's the whole sharing the love thing. And so as I start my journey, I'm just, I'm going to use you as a guy to go back and reference when I trip and fall.
Yeah. Well, it's one of those things too, man. I tell you, I would tell you guys too, like for me, dude, I'm available. I may not be able to get back to you like right now, but I'm going to get back to you. Like if you reach out to me, I'm not against.
Yeah, you've always been like that. But you're busy, and like we all are busy,
Yeah, we definitely, we all deal with that. We all deal with. Marie, thanks for this tip, man. This is awesome. I can add people to moderators on my phone. What in the world?
Well, let me let you go, and hopefully somebody else will hop on and show you some love. You deserve it, man. I gotta go get some stuff done here. I'll catch you later.
There you go.
Congratulations.
Thanks,
okay.
Yeah, thanks for being here, Louis. Appreciate it. I'll see you Tuesday, bro. I'm gonna be on. I'm gonna check you out on Monday, but I'm going to be listing live on Tuesday, so I'm sure you'll be.
Oh yeah, thanks. Appreciate it. Yeah, once, if you don't mind me plugging real quick, just like it's going to be. I keep forgetting to mention this, and people are asking Luis, and we're trying to remind everybody and myself, and it's like the first one's going to be on my channel, and then we're going to try to do it probably bi-weekly. So the next one will be on Luis's. This Monday we're gonna have a special guest, Emily Conway. So it's gonna be great. It'll be 3 p.m. Central Standard Time, 4 if you're on the Eastern, and 1 Pacific. So, and then tomorrow, if you guys are up for it, I'm gonna be on. I didn't even know. He asked me, and I was like, yeah. And it's like it was eBay Addicts. I think his name is Jeff. I believe it is.
Yes, Jeff.
So we'll do
hey,
this
you
little
should go before you get on his show. If you're going on with your phone, you need to go sit in your car.
Oh, he likes that?
No, but if you watch his show, every interview is in his car.
I was thinking about actually going for a drive, and I was actually thinking about doing it because we have this plateau where you can see over the hills.
Yeah.
And like there's this big, they call it the Penny Bracker Bridge. It's this giant bridge that's like an arch. I thought about parking near there or something like that.
You know what I thought would be funny? Is like this is the way my weird mind works, to be honest with you.
I love it.
I thought would be funny, like if you could set your phone, if there was a way to get audio, if you could set your phone up inside of the car window, like facing you, like so it's inside at the dash but facing outwards, and you standing in front of the car, because like he's inside the car, you're outside the car. That's my weird thought process.
I'm trying to put it together. I think I know what you mean.
Like he's looking, when you see his interview, he's sitting in his driver's seat, right?
Right.
He's got his phone up like this. So
yeah.
If you could do that, like this, have it flipped around to where you're looking out, like he's looking out the windshield at you, and you're on the other side of the windshield looking in at him. I think
that would be kind of funny. Where I have and then have it where I'm looking in the car.
Yeah, Wendy, you're absolutely right. eBay Addicts is a courier. So a lot of times, man, he'll take his video. Like when I was on the video with him, he's like, bro, I gotta go pick up drop this package off or pick up this package. But I just think I was telling him behind the scenes when I was on his show, I was like, man, I thought it was just your stick. I thought that was just your deal. Like I'm gonna film out of my car.
Yeah.
And he's like, I'm on the go. So
he told Julian from on Nurse's show. He told Julian, I saw Julian's interview, and Julian was talking. He's like, "Oh, you're an ex-cop," and and then he's like, "I got stopped by a cop the other day." Like it's funny because like it went from interviewing. He was telling his wonderful story about how he got stopped by a cop as he was doing his courier thing, and he had his headlight out, and like he told the guy, he goes, "Listen, I'm really one block away from my house, and look, here's the light bulb." And he's showing the police officer, and he's like, "I'm a courier for medical devices. I'm not trying to cause any trouble. I'm a good guy." The cop was like, "Yep, here's your ticket."
Yeah, he's I enjoyed being on his interview, man. He's pretty it's crazy, dude. He's had some monster channels on his interviews there. And like monster channels. Like I was looking the other day, I was like, dude, you've had about everybody, haven't you? And he's been to when they did eBay Open and stuff. Like he was down there with Rockstar and Rally Roots and all those guys. Like, so I was like, man,
if you listen, I was really happy. Like when I went, I said, well, watch a few more. So I did, and then I watched Sam's the other day, and I didn't even know who the lineup. He just asked me out of the blue, and he's like, I saw you on Eric's live, and I was like, yeah, okay, thanks. He's like, no, I want to ask you something. I'm like, yeah, because I also saw you on Cats thing, and I'm like, yeah, I'm kind of doing this little thing. I'm gonna hurry up and not do it anymore. And he's like, no, it's good to see you. He's like, I'm just doing it because I want to push this Monday channel. And he's like, oh, you got a channel going? I'm like, yeah. He goes, why don't you come on the show? And I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
Really nice
guy, man. For
and
sure.
He's like on those questions. Really, I like his persona. He's got like that DJ thing going.
Yeah. He's funny, man. You gotta be quick. Like you gotta be on your game for sure. Hey, Ken, thanks for hanging out, man. I appreciate you being here. I see where Josh dropped in. Josh, man, you missed the festivities, but you're here. I appreciate you coming. But
so that's a lot of love tonight. You still got like 30 over almost 40 people in here.
Yeah. No, we appreciate you guys coming in. Anybody's welcome to drop in, hang out for a little while. I'll hang out as long as y'all want to.
There's Jeremy.
Yeah, we appreciate it. Appreciate you guys coming in.
Jeremy showing the love, Jeremy and George.
Yeah, man. Thank you guys. Jeremy, you and George have been an inspiration for some of this, for sure. You guys have obviously helped me out some, just with the advice and some direction and some of that. So I appreciate you guys.
There and showing you just support, it's just like simple as that. You can tell they're really sincere. Like when they come and see you, Eric, they're just always happy. They shine, like this real, hey, beautiful people. And, that's important for people to hear that. And they come on your platform and do it. That's, that shows something that you got a lot of, integrity. You got, you're a light, man. So I want to just say congratulations. Let me let you go. Enjoy the rest of the night. Do me a favor, rest up and let's let those Raiders win for your wife, because go Raiders. See ya. Have a good night.
All right, man. Have a good one. Like I said, guys, the links in the chat. You're welcome to stop in and hang out for a little while, or if you got anything you got going on. Like I said, I really enjoy being a part of this community, being able to help out other people. If you have something that you are getting ready to promote, feel free to do so. Thank you guys for sure, and all you do. Hey, and Nate, you guys, I tried to make some wrenches here, but I don't know what's going on with that thing. I tried it even on my phone, and I guess it's still not showing up. Wrenches. We are in the ranchless zone, I guess. I don't know. My best find today, Wendy, was nothing like yours for sure. I think the best flip find I had, I actually bought 150 DVDs today, and those DVDs in them had one video, and I can't remember, it's something about fairy tales, but anyway, that thing's a $70 DVD, and that's so far the best one I found. For the 150 or so, it might be a little less. I haven't counted them specifically, but those 150 DVDs, I found one DVD combo in that. There's a DVD combo there. So basically, like today, when I was telling you about the in my video this morning when I was talking about yard sale tips. So here's how it kind of went down. I went there. I saw the DVDs. I looked at all of them. I was like, they had $2 a piece on them. So I found some little Sesame Street figures, which I was going to buy anyway. She only wanted 50 cents a piece. They're about $5-6 a piece, and I can lot them all up. So I went there and I asked her how much she wants for all the DVDs. She's like, I don't really know what I have. I told her, I said, you're probably anywhere from 120 to 150 over there is what you got. And I said, would you do $80 on them? So to which her response is, that's a lot of DVDs for $80. And I was like, I said, well, are you going to sell 40 DVDs today to the people at your yard sale? So she, she was saying that I kind of doubt it. She goes, would you do 100? I said, I'd do 100 if you threw in the combo unit. So got the DVDs and the combo unit for $100. The combo unit is worth 55. So we're ahead of the curve. That's kind of what we have going on. Yeah, Richard, I don't know what's up with my mods, man. Sometimes I know you have to go out and back in. I've tried to drop some in here recently. In fact, who was asking about it? Let's see. I don't know. I've tried to make some of you guys mods, and it ain't happening. But yeah, the only way I've been able to get them to take, and then sometimes they still don't take, is to go out, take the and go in the settings and do it that way. But I don't know what is going on with that. All right. You guys got any more questions for me? Or does anybody want to come on and hang out? Other than that, what is everybody else's cool find of the day? Anybody get something awesome? Sal, thanks for coming on, man. Still wearing out that tape gun myself. Shirley, I music CDs, honestly, I've done a little bit with them, but mainly I lot them up. I don't try to sell them individual unless it's something of extreme value. I just either lot them up by genre or by artist, one or the other. That's how I do with them. If you get them cheap enough, you can make money out of them. I know there's other people that do make pretty good. Rosilla said he cherry picks opera. Yeah. Boxes, for sure. I don't know how you guys, if anybody else has experience with CDs, like I said, I tend to lot them up for sure. But I've been doing that a lot with media lately. I've kind of set a goal myself about, hey, there he is. Let me get out of my car. Hey, you're not in your car.
I am. See?
Oh, you are? Hey, did you hear my idea?
What's going on with you, Eric? Hey, I just wanted to stop by and say congratulations on you hitting your 1,000 subscribers, man. I ain't got to see you in like a couple of weeks when we came on my show, so I just wanted to come by and say hi and say congratulations. I just got off from work, so that's all. I just wanted to come by and say hi. So hey, yeah. Tell me about those DVDs that you picked up today.
Man, I just like I said, it was about 120, 150. I'm pulling your stuff, man. Media sells all the time, so.
I just got
randoms.
Go ahead.
Yeah, just randoms. There was that one was some kind of box set. It said fairy tales on it, and that thing was actually worth a bunch of money. I double checked to make sure it weren't nothing squirrely. It was, like a $70 used box set. So that one was cool. Rest of them are pretty much just what I've started doing with DVDs, and I don't know exactly how you do it. But unless they're like $7-8 shipped, I'm just lotting them up. You know, sometimes $10 or less lotting them up.
Well, what I do is I try to get ones that are new in the shrink wrap, and then irregardless, even if it sucks, I try to list it for nothing less than $10 and $10 a piece, because it adds up. So if you list it for, let's say, $10, okay, and then you list 50 of them times $10, that's $500, right? And let's say if you got the DVD and you paid 50 cents for the DVD, so you're getting turned 50 cents into $10, you're getting a 20x on your money. You know what I'm saying? I just talked to this guy on the phone today. He said he's got 2 big pallets of merchandise coming in next week. He says they're all Blu-rays new into shrink wrap. And he says he only wants, he says he wants like 30 cents, 50 cents a piece for them. And he said he's got 2 big pallets of them. I said, well, how much do you have in each pallet? And he's like, dude, I have no clue. Maybe 500, 1,000 of them in a pallet. He said he's got 2 big pallets full of merchandise. So I said, dude, as soon as you get them in, call me. I want to be the first person that you talk to, and I'll pay you cash on the spot. You know, we'll do it. I'm going to do it, Lonnie style, and just hand out cash.
That's it,
so anyways, man, how did your giveaway go? How did your giveaway go? I missed it. I was on the road working.
Dude, it was good. When you do that giveaway, I don't know what in the hells are still here, but if you've ever been in their auction, how they drop the link. So like I dropped the thing, and then the first 3 people to get it is who got it. But you know how it works. Sometimes if you're in top chat, it shows your comments ahead and all that kind of stuff.
How did it go? Did you give away all the stuff that you were trying to give away today?
Yes, sir, man. The way I did it is like first, second, and third. The first person to get it right, the second person to get it right, third person to get it right, and we're done. So the first prize was they had a choice of one of those starter jackets, whichever one they want. I'm going to ship that out to them. The second prize was this awesome K-brand hat. An old vintage here. So that thing's actually corduroy, probably about a $35 to $50 hat, depending on where you sell it at.
Eric, how you doing? How you doing on watch time? You doing good?
Dude, I'm about 700 away after yesterday. It's always behind. So I don't know where I'm actually at, but I'm getting close. I'm going to do a listing day again on Tuesday. So I should be getting there. I have a lot of people in here that's, man, they're letting me roll on their phones or devices.
I'll come by and hang out on the live stream sometimes. I'm just in the background listing items, but I try to come by and help you get your watch time hours in. But you'll get there. You'll get there probably next month, man. You're going to get there soon. So
it'll probably be pretty quick, to be honest. Like I mean, I've been actually picking up watch hours. Probably, man, this past week I got 1,000 watch hours.
Yeah.
So, like it'll get there. There's plenty of people that support the community. I mean, that support me that are going to look out for me for sure on that. And I'm like putting out more content because ultimately that's the thing. I mean, guys watching is great and I appreciate all that, but ultimately some of it falls on me. If you're not putting out enough content, it's hard to get watch hours.
Well, you'll get there. You'll get there. I believe you'll get there. I just wanted to come by and say congratulations on your 1,000 subscribers, bro.
Have you hit
no, man, I'm not even close, man. I think I'm at, I got to have 4,000 hours of watch time, and I think I'm at like 2,700 hours. But I'm not, it's not, we'll get there sometime between now and the end of the year. I'm not worried about it. I mean, I've got 2 eBay stores I'm running. I work 7 days a week. I'm not, you can look at me. I'm not missing no meals, brother. I'm fine. Don't worry about me. But yeah, I've got some great guests coming up next week. I got a Primetime Treasure Hunter. I got Flipping Hippos. I got Louis coming on the show. I got a Flipping Accountant. And I don't know if you know Flipping Ain't Easy. I don't know if you've seen his channel. Anyways, he's coming on the show on Friday next week. So I've got a jam-packed, show next week. I got 5 guests. So it'll be awesome, man. Maybe you come by and hang out if you get some free time.
Let me ask you this too. So just because I've been trying to reach out to Chris, gosh.
Chris who? I don't know who you're talking about.
Daily Refinement.
Daily Refinement?
Show, right?
Yeah, Daily Refinement. Just send him an email on Instagram. What happens is I was doing a live stream with Rosin Grind Picker, and he just came in my live stream and it was like, "Hey, this is rude. Why didn't I get invited to a live stream?" I'm like, "Man, all you gotta do is send me an email. You can come on the show whenever you want to." Yeah. But just go on Instagram and type in Daily Refinement. I didn't know how
you reached out to him. Like, what's the best way to get a hold of him? Because
you can send him an email if you go to his YouTube channel. He has his email address listed. Or you can send him a message on Instagram. But I would send him an email because when you send him an email, he'll say, "Hey, these are the dates that I have available. Select the day and time," and you can get him to come on the show. He was on a Primetime Treasure Hunter show like 2 weeks ago. So, I'm sure he'll come and hang out with you. You should reach out to him and get him to come by and hang out. But, I would send him an email. And if he doesn't get in touch with you in a day or two, send him a message on Instagram. I got to run, bro. I got to run. I got to get back to work. But I just wanted to come by and say hi and say congratulations on your 1,000 subscribers. And keep moving, man. You know what? Yeah. This time, maybe in a couple months from now, you'll hit 2,000. You just got to keep moving, bro.
Yeah, man. That's it. I appreciate your grind, bro. I see you out there getting it. That's for sure. So
I try to come by and hang out whenever I get a chance. But I'll see you guys later. I just wanted to come by and say hi. Catch you later, guys. Bye.
All right, Jeff. Appreciate it. Hey, Jennifer's dropped Jeff's link in the chat. Man, if you enjoy some interviews, that guy's interviewed about everybody in the reselling community and is continuing to find more and more people for sure. So, man, I do appreciate you guys for hanging out in here. Let's see what I missed. If anybody else feels like dropping in, feel free to do so. I know there's probably some other streams going on. Saturday night is not normally my night that I am in somebody's live or doing a live. So I'm not sure if there's other people on or not, what's going on. But yeah, I've been trying to figure this thing out, man, but I guess I can't get it. Yeah, Jennifer, I appreciate you dropping people's links in the chat. We let you roll on TV. Something for the dogs when we are here. Aaron, thanks. Thanks for that. Hey, I'll tell you a funny story about the dog stuff. So my youngest daughter has a dog. There was one of my live streams that thing actually got on. It was actually one of our interview things. That thing, like, for some reason, I'm not a big pet person myself, but that dog loves me, and really, I don't show it as much attention as what a lot of people do. So it's kind of funny that the dog is so drawn to me. And so Brittany's my youngest daughter. She was watching my YouTube today, and she sent me a picture, and the dog is sitting there like watching it with his ears perked up because it knows it's me. So I thought that was pretty funny that the dog would do that. Like, it's recognized me. It's sitting there watching my YouTube. So, man, I even have dog watchers. It's one of those things. Pretty hilarious. Pretty hilarious for sure. So it's crazy how late the delay is on this thing. One to the other. Yeah, Aaron's channel. Aaron's been on our live interview. Dave, thanks for coming in, bro. Appreciate it. Dave's one of those guys who's been around for a while. For sure. Rummage for Riches. Play through the videos the next 2 weeks. Headed to Washington State from Tennessee. Man, that's a haul for a pickup, bro. Like, how many hours does that take, Rummage for Riches? Moving ain't easy. Wow. Washington State from Tennessee. That's definitely different. Dogs know when they found a friend. Yeah. They play that thing, You Got a Friend in Me. It's funny. Washington State, Tennessee. Wow. That's pretty far. You guys, we're going to probably cut this thing pretty soon, but man, I do appreciate all you guys for coming in. If you have any other questions for me, or the link is in the chat, if anybody wants to drop in, kind of let us know what you got going on this weekend or first of the week, anything that we can help support you in. I appreciate it. My cat Razzie earned his name when he hissed at Stallone. That ugly suit they were Rhinestone Cowboy. Oh, that's funny. Richard, man, thank you. 8 days on the road round trip. Wow. Yeah, that's a haul, man. For me, I'm on the extreme East Coast myself, so to go anywhere is a long deal. But we're actually headed to Alabama this week, going down to the 411. We'll be leaving out on Wednesday evening and get there Thursday. So looking forward to that. You guys can be looking forward to some video footage coming in from there, because there will definitely be some. Man, Sam, thanks for coming by, bro. Appreciate it as always. If you'll go back, I know you might have been listening or lurking or whatever. But man, obviously Sam, guys, if you aren't subbed to Sam is my partner in crime here on the Reseller Roundtable when we have that. And we've been friends now for a little while. Through the power of YouTube reselling. So that is awesome to do that. CDL Picker. I remember you coming in a while back. It's been a long time, but I knew that you're local now due to the epidemic. But man, I remember you being in the chat before, CDL. So thanks for coming back. Thank you for being here for sure. Like I said, if you guys have any further questions, I think the link is in the chat. If anybody wants to drop in, kind of tell us what's going on with them. Prison to Profit, man. Still sitting here listing all these items. Yeah, I feel you on that, man. I've got a load in the living room that I picked up today, those DVDs that I need to start grinding on here pretty soon. Yeah, Wendy, there's it is, man. Those trips are fun. For me, those trips are more about the hanging out. But the videos, like if you go back and watch the videos from the 127 from our whole crew, it's pretty neat to watch different perspectives. I'm actually going to try something different at the 411 and possibly get some interviews. I've had this idea for a little while of doing some interviews called What You Picking, and talk to fellow resellers out in the wild and see how they go about things. Yeah, CDL, I get that, man. I know. I appreciate you watching, bro. Like I said, I know you've been a long time supporter of the channel. Appreciate you being here. Sam has been dealing with screaming babies. So I feel you on that. Yeah, them little ones, man. I'm so far removed from that now that I know when I'm around little ones now, I have a different reaction than I did when they were my own. Kind of like the nails on the chalkboard when they start screaming, but you love them. They're little. They'll get past that at some point, and then you'll be wishing they were back to that. And that's where I am a lot of times. Saw some pictures of my babies today when they were little, and it's pretty crazy to think back that they were actually that small at one point. So it's cool to see that. Getting that lung exercise in. American Idol for sure. That's funny. Yeah, guys, if you're not subbed to CDL Picker, he's dropped in there for sure. Yeah, so my schedule this week, like I said, I'm hoping to get another video out probably Monday. Tuesday, I'm going to go listing live. And then Wednesday evening, we're going to be traveling. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, we'll be at the 411. And I'll be coming back Sunday evening. So it should be good. I'm not sure exactly who all's going to be there. I know myself, my brother-in-law and sister and their kids are going. My mom and dad are meeting us there. Obviously, my wife is going with me. So, man, we're going to have a crew traveling with us. We rented a little place up in the mountains of northern Alabama. And going to be meeting up with Colton and Courtney, Redneck Resale. Going to be meeting up with Reb and Nikki T for a couple days, and Brandon, who is Smoking Flips on YouTube. All those guys will be hanging out for sure, and I feel like there's a few more that may be showing up, so hopefully have a few more come in. Brian went sourcing today. It's always a bummer when you drive all day. What you find is only enough to pay for food and gas. Yeah, that's tough, man. But you never know. You find sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. But if you don't play, then there's no chance of winning, right? Brian, I went to a bunch of yard sales today too, man. I came back with literally like 2 totes and mostly video games. That thing had a decent day, but not a home run day. A lot of bunts and base hits today. So we have those sometimes for sure. Erin said her baby is 14. Yeah, my baby's 23 this year, so that's a lot different. There it is. Yeah, food and gas is a write-off. 2 totes sounds good. Here's Derek, man. Thanks for coming in. There we go. Jennifer dropped Brandon's channel name as well. Derek, man, I just wanted to give you a little compliment, bro. My mom, who watches our live stream, she was impressed by you, man. Like she was definitely impressed. Like she said, man, she said you definitely dropped some knowledge that it made her even think, and obviously made her lecture me a little bit on some of the stuff that I do reselling wise. But yeah, she is impressed by your knowledge you shared the other night. So wanted to pass that on. You got my mom's stamp of approval. So if that means anything or not. But thanks for being here. Reverend Nikki T. Jennifer says her baby's 30. Man. It's crazy, right? Shasha. Wow. Granddaughters number 5 and 6. Great granddaughters. Wow, Shasha. Let's see. Shirley says her baby's a grandmother. Wow. Yeah, it's crazy. My mom called me today about that, Derek, talking about how much she enjoyed the show last night. You don't want to step on one. He knows how to hold a... Oh, gosh. That is wild. For sure. Yeah, so going out to the 411, I'm not really sure. I've never even been to that area where we're going. So that's pretty interesting for us. I know I've seen some pictures. Looks like a beautiful area. And hopefully we'll have some finds. Last time with the 127, I think I'm about at break even as far as what we spent versus what I've made off that sale. I do have some more items to sell from that sale. But obviously we had some resellers hanging out, so that was good. But otherwise, 11 days apart. Wow. It's pretty cool. It's true, man. If you get mom on your side, you're in good shape. You had to Google where there is the 411. Yeah. Did you see it's Alabama, like Gadsden area, right on up to like Knoxville, Maryville, Tennessee. So that's it. Jeez. Yeah, the 411, man. I haven't been before, but Colton said actually the sourcing's really good there. He says that he's always done good. Like a lot of people have like annual sales, a little less commercialized than the 127. A lot of church sales, that kind of stuff. Oh gosh, Rizilla was talking in one of my videos about how he has these sourcing honey holes, but there's some lady here that's trying to set him up with her 25-year-old daughter. Yeah, that's probably the one you want to stay away from. Like, that's pretty crazy. fundamentals of side hustling. Derek's link is in the chat. If you aren't sub, man, it's worth your while to go and check him out. We do appreciate him being here. So, well, guys, I'm right at the hour and a half mark. And, man, I do appreciate all you guys for coming in and hanging out. Man, I'm so thankful. So thankful that you guys are a part of my community of resellers. Obviously, you've subbed to the channel. You've been here supporting. So, man, it's awesome to think that it's really kind of overwhelming to think that you're that to get this far down the road. Like, and in the grand scheme of things, it's not as far as we think. But, man, I know when I was under 100 subs, I was looking like, man, I don't think I'll ever be to that. And that's also one of the reasons that I try to reach out as much as possible to guys who are kind of in my same space area of where I was at one point. So Bargain Resale said he couldn't get StreamYard to work, but I want to say thank you. February 15th, that's when I first met Sean. And, man, I appreciate you, Sean, for all the time that you've spent helping me out. So, one of those things. Yep, Sam is next. Monetization should be next for me. Looking forward to that. Not, because money was the ultimate reason of doing this thing, but it is nice when you put in work and actually get a little bit of money for it. So it's never anything I would turn down for sure. Jennifer, man, we appreciate you so much, like I said, for doing that. Big girls really do cry. Thank you for coming in. Yeah, Louis, thanks for dropping that link there for sure at Instagram. Yep, if anybody else wants to drop in or has any final questions, I mean, I'll hang out as long as you guys want to, but whatever. UK, appreciate it. Yeah, Jennifer was commenting way back. Annie was one of my early people too. Like I said, she won. Her and Jennifer both won on the 100K sub giveaway, I believe. And I sent those guys out some stuff. Hopefully, I know it weren't near as valuable as what we had giveaway today, but I appreciate you guys for supporting me that whole time for sure. Couple of pickers. There's some fellow 1Kers. I think we actually hit the same day, which is awesome. I know they've been working a lot harder at this thing than I have for a long time, but for some reason, YouTube has a way of doing what they want for the most part. All right, Richard, thank you for dropping in. Thanks for being here. Appreciate it for sure. Dante. He's coming in. What's up, Dante?
What's going on? How you doing?
Oh, pretty good.
Congratulations, man.
Yeah, thank you, bro.
Just wanted to say congratulations. I'm really in the middle of listing, and I'm talking to my girlfriend on the phone. Just wanted to stop and say hey.
Yeah, nah, that's me most of the time, man. Working and listing and chatting and doing a little bit of all that.
Yeah.
But, hey, so you said you're a Tar Heel as well, huh?
Yes. Yeah, Tar Heel fan all day. I love. Yeah, I'm originally from Fayetteville, North Carolina, so that's pretty much all I know.
Are you out in Western North Carolina? Or are you?
No, I'm in South Carolina right now, but I'm originally from Fayetteville, North Carolina.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I know Fayetteville pretty. Like I said, I mean, my daughter went to Mount Olive, so.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
She's down that way. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Are you ready to hit 5K?
We'll see, man. Hold on. I know that there's some guys that busted out pretty quick once they start the ball rolling, but you never know.
You just got to just keep doing what you're doing, man.
all you can control is what you can control, right? That's
Yeah,
the way
right.
you have to kind of look at it. Is do the things you know to do.
Again,
For sure.
say what's up and just congratulate you.
Yeah,
And,
appreciate
probably
it.
see you this weekend, possibly. You never know.
Hey, man, hit me up on IG. Like I will let you know what's going on. Appreciate Dante for coming on in. For sure. And Jennifer dropped his link. So if you want to subscribe, go support. I know Dante has some knowledge as well. Talking about that Japanese model. Yeah, Lisa, I was on y'all's thing for a while the other day too. It is kind of unreal because it does, even though you know that's coming, but then it all of a sudden just hits, and you're like, well, seems like it's a long time to get there. But when it happens, it's awesome, for sure. For sure. Plug that phone back in. Louie, man. Let's see. All right. Shirley's headed out. Thank you for being here. Aaron's headed out. And guys, I think I'm probably going to shut this thing down and go hang out with the fam a little bit. But I do appreciate all you guys for being here. Like I said, if you were winners in the contest, I've been heard from Thrifty and Sean. So I do thank you guys for sure. For sure. So we'll get those prizes out to you guys, and I appreciate you guys for being here, continuing to watch. If anybody has any final questions, I'll just leave it open for a second, and otherwise, I'm gonna head out. I do look forward, all you guys that are under 1K, man. I look forward to being there supporting you, and the guys that are over 1K. I'm gonna support you as well. I thank you for coming in and being so gracious and kind and hanging out with me for the past hour and a half. And I appreciate it and look forward to where this thing goes for all of us as far as reselling, continuing to grow that and seeing where that goes. As far as YouTube, just seeing what's next for that. I know for me, like I said, you'll be seeing some 411 videos coming soon. And I may throw another one of these contests before too long because I actually enjoyed. I was excited as you guys were to see if people could figure that thing out and how quickly it would get there. As far as people, I know that there was a couple people that said they had it earlier in the week, but I was trying to Wheel of Fortune you and just give you the obvious letters first. I knew once that V dropped that most people would know what it was, but thank you guys for hanging out. I appreciate you. Thank you for being part of that 1K and looking forward to what comes next. Subscribe to Jarhead Entrepreneurs. Yeah, Shasha, I'm definitely going to be doing listing lives because it honestly gives me some accountability for sure. It helps me to push because honestly, I know I've had numerous people say that it helps them, encourages them to list, but man, it helps me to push my own self to list more. So Tuesday, be on the lookout for that. Tuesday, I will be going live listing most of the day. So that's what's going on. Good night. Thank you guys for being here. Appreciate you.